Welcome, everyone. It's Johnny Small Pepper Channel and our special guest today, which we are all very honored to have here because he was in our chat yesterday. It is amazing to me the knowledge in this guy's head. And you may not agree with everything he says. Who cares? What you want to do is come away with a different thought, something that you come away with that you didn't think of before. And everything he said to me has challenged what I know, so I don't know it. BURPEeyoga Uncle is our guest today. It's a thrill to have you here. And I really mean that. This has been how many weeks in progress?
I say 3 weeks or so setting it up because it's our timing just doesn't hit our schedules. You know, we have real lives, you and I, versus just this YouTube life, which is fake.
Yeah. I from whatever we've talked about, my number one thing I want to get across from everyone is what you just said. That this world, YouTube world, one of my stories is going to be about a guy who died with several, I think 500,000 followers. He disappeared as soon as he died. All that work.
Hey, is your channel live? Because on my other, it doesn't show that it's streaming yet. On the upper right-hand corner of the stream, make sure you click that go live button.
I have live 153. Guys, can you see us live?
Yeah, leave the comment in the box. I can see the comments scrolling, but on my phone, I can't see the live stream.
Oh, I'm good, Darren?
Okay, yeah, said you're good. Darren said you're good. Okay, yeah. Okay. No, you know, the other thing I found out is you can actually sell your monetized channel. You know that, right? So that person that passed away, he could potentially have sold it before he passed away.
It was another platform?
No, you can actually
sell that your legacy disappears.
Well, he passed away, you know. So, but it's I facts about YouTube. I think there's currently how many millions? My goodness, I think there's 30 million channels.
I've got the stat here.
Yeah.
There are. Let me see here.
37 million.
122 million active daily users.
Right. And 37 million out of 37 million channels. How many channels are monetized? What percentage?
What? Tell us about that.
It's 0.25%. So you and I are in the 0.25. We're like not even the 1%. We're like the top 2% of all the channels on YouTube, and we're like nothing channels, right? And so it is it's like super hard to get monetized in YouTube, especially after their new sets of guidelines back in I think January of 2021. They changed the rules of engagement with users, and I'll tell you the reason why they. Okay. So yeah, well, let me tell you. I started doing YouTube back in April of 2020 during the lockdown, doing burpees because I couldn't. I used to do a lot of yoga. That's why my channel is called BURPEeyoga Uncle. And so I got monetized in 6 months. Right in August, I was monetized already. I got my 1,000 hours and my 1,000 subs and 4,000 hours. Okay, and then it went great. I was making good money. And in January, they changed the rules, and then a lot of people lost a lot of subscribers, and a lot of people, it was harder to get monetized. And the reason they did this is money. Let me explain to you why. All the stuff that happens, it all gets tied back to money, because YouTube is, for us, is free. Just think about this. There's 37 or 38 million channels out there, right? Now, not all of them are active. Like you say, 122 some odd millions of active YouTube content creators and stuff like that, right? So out of that, 0.25% actually we share revenues with them for making ads, right? All the rest of them, before the change of rules of engagement, they were dead weights to YouTube. They weren't making any money. That means Johnny, before your channel was monetized, all those videos that you made, they have to host it, they have to have people view it, they have to display it, and no money. 38 million of them, and 120 whatever million channel with no money being made. It was dead weight, right? It was like, think about that, right? Just imagine the bandwidth it takes to host your videos and how much it costs, right? Multiply that by 22 million some odd people. That doesn't make any money. So in 2021 January, YouTube changed the rule, because before that rule, it would state that we'll show no ads in any channel that's not monetized. And once it's monetized, you'll share revenue with 45%. Okay, that was before the rule. Now after the rule, they say that, oh, we are going to show ads on any videos on your that's whether you're monetized or not. If you are not monetized, we keep all the money. You understand what just happened?
Right.
So what just happened? What that means is, Johnny, if you or somebody else, I think yesterday, it says that she has a channel video that has like 3,000. She's getting the views, right? Why do you think that is? Because with 3,000 views, YouTube can put an ad on her video, and they're gonna make money off her video, and she's gonna get jacked.
Hold that thought. I want to thank everyone here who's come in to hear you today. Great Farmer Freelance, thank you for coming in. It's always a pleasure. Stock Explorer, Emily, Darren Barrett, Jeffrey Allen, Ryan Smith, the Stock Explorer, Warrior's Heart, Yoga with Goga, all the way from...
Hey, what's up, Yoga with Goga? Namaste.
Unbelievable. Sarcastic Storage Stacker, watched your live today. Impressive, bud. 351, you the man. Robbie, thank you for the chat. I appreciate it. Guys, here's my model with this. You notice I set my first level at $1. I set the second one at $2 and the other one at $5. Don't give any money if you can't afford it. I don't need your money. I do not need your money. When I tell you what I'm doing on this channel, what it's going to make sense on why I'm asking for a little bit of money, because it's all going to go back to the community and everything. Corn-fed life, thank you. Native American, thank you. Southern Sown and Grown, smash that like, guys, and please sign up for the 20 ghost pepper thing. Again, our host, our guest today is, you can tell right now, the information in this man's head is dynamite. It's BURPEEyoga Uncle. If you haven't signed up for his channel, he's an inspiration, and he's going to tell us about that in a minute. Belt Loop, welcome, Gary. Continue on, Unc.
Okay, so that's the reason why YouTube changed the policy. So now anybody who is not monetized, who has a popular video, YouTube can make 100% of the ad revenue from that. Okay, and then for you and I, who gets monetized, I mean, the whole thing works out now. Now they only get to keep 55% of it. So why would YouTube be incentivized to make monetize for a channel easy? Because they get to share 100% of the revenue with nobody. They keep all the money. That's why it's so much harder to get monetized now than before 2021. January 2021. Because right now it's very hard. I have so many people telling me, oh, you know, up to 900 subscribers. All of a sudden, I get 50. It just keeps going up, and then my hours sometimes get cut to after a year. The reason is because
thank you, 351, for sharing BURPEEyoga Uncle's link. Go ahead.
Yeah, because right now YouTube makes all the money if you are not monetized, right? And
do you all hear that? Do you all hear that?
Yeah. Right. And that's why when you're trying to become popular, unless it's I mean, certain percentage always will break through that mode and make up a chunk of money. A bulk of you who has channels that is not quote unquote popular, YouTube is going to suppress you to get monetized because they'll make all the money. And then as soon as you get monetized, they don't need, and then the other thing they do too is I notice in a lot of my fitness buddies, a lot of things are like, We all do burpees, you know, within the burpee community, we all do burpees. All of a sudden, one of the channels would have videos that went from views to 300 views to 1,000 views. All of a sudden, they would just like, they didn't change their format. They don't do right, but then they're not monetized yet. They're not monetized yet. And then you watch them, and then they go through. They're thinking the channel's growing, and then of course ads start being shown on those videos, right? Because now you got, you know, a video with 1,000 views. They're gonna put ads on those, and then as soon as they get monetized, it drops back down to 100 views. They can put ads in there now, but now they're sharing. So I saw so many channels that happened that I've seen, all my buddies that got monetized, boom, boom, up, 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 advertisements, and then as soon as they get monetized, why? So my guess is a lot of those views, somehow YouTube can generate those views for the non-monetized channels. By making videos popular, they can put ads on them so they can make 100% of the profit without sharing it with the content providers that is not monetized yet. That's why it goes up, and then that's why as soon as you get monetized, your views are rock. I'm not kidding. So many channels. And then your channel as well, you'll experience it sooner or later. You're gonna have a like almost like, oh, you're not getting as many views as you had. And this also across the board. I've seen channels that does gaming, channel that obviously does fitness. I've seen channels that does the only thing that doesn't do that much is financial, because financial people just inherently watches, right? And even in when you look at all the monetized channel that makes the most money, finance makes a lot of money, personality money, a lot of money, and of course original content makes a lot of money. But the worst actually in my segment, which is actually fitness, which is the reason why after I got monetized, I start branching out to doing other stuff. I mean, who wants to see a 50-plus-year-old man doing 1,000 burpees, right? I only did that as a beginning. I started the channel because I want to record what I could do in my 50s. And I realized, well, I'm still recording it. I'm still doing 100 burpees every day, but then I want to branch out other stuff. And then
1 second here. I want to welcome a few more people. James Geit, to have you in here. Thank you so much. Polar Bear, thank you. By the way, I want to go back to Jeffrey Allen. Now, Jeffrey Allen's a new guy here, and he said, people down and YouTube making money. This makes so much sense. It's a business.
It's a business. They're not here to help us. We provide the content. Every time you upload a video to YouTube, they freaking own it. They have to sell it to other like TV stations. I'm not sure if we can get royalties for that. If we do, we're going to share with them. So everything we upload to YouTube belongs to them. So we create the free labor and the free work. And then and with that change of rules in 2021, they get to keep all the revenue until you get monetized. And that's why it's harder and harder to get monetized. And then the other thing that I want to do for my channel, because I realize my fitness videos ain't gonna go viral. That's the thing everybody wants to do, right? And then there's a term in YouTube videos called evergreen. Evergreen video is actually the game that I want to play and that I've been trying to play on my channel. Obviously, I thank support, and that's how the other game is played, right? I put a video up, you watch my video, I come back and support you on your channel with your video. I mean, that's how the game's played for. I would assume 99% of the content up there. But that's not really how the game is actually played. The game actually played is what you want to do is get content that's considered evergreen. And evergreen videos are videos that basically get thousands or hundreds of thousands of views with like 10 comments. That's what you want. All right. But then you don't have to sit there and answer to 200 comments. You thank them for that. You want to thank your subscriber that is supportive of you. Obviously, you pay that forward and pay them back. But there comes a point where what if you get 2,000 comments? You're going to spend a whole week replying to all those comments and going to watch all the videos. You don't want that. But then what if you get a video that got like one of, I think Sarcastic got 160,000 video that makes $700. I didn't get no 10,000 comments. Right? That's what is considered evergreen video. So by me branching off into doing like cook travel, I realized I got like 5 or 6 evergreen videos What that means is every day I would get views on it, 0 comments. Every day views, 0 comments. And I would make money from those videos. And that's what I'm shooting for. I mean, you guys can do whatever you want, but my game plan is just to put everything up on the YouTube wall, and whatever sticks, I go with it. I realize.
Here, 1 second. I want to thank we have some really big channels in here. Guys, I want to make sure that everyone understands who's speaking here. This is BURPEEyoga Uncle. 351, if you're there, would you share the link again? This is a guy that you all want to follow. He's an inspiration because of his fitness. He's an inspiration. If you think this is impressive, wait till we get to some other topics. This guy is, everyone reads the abbreviated notes and the clips. He knows the in-depth of a lot of stuff because he really is a curious man. And if you knew his background, that makes total sense. That's why he's a success. AAP, I want to thank you for joining us. Yes, Storage Stacker, 163,000 views. I went and looked at it. I want to make sure I've caught up here. Squirrels Magnet Fishing. AAP is, it's fantastic to have you and James Gipe in here today, along with everyone else. I want to tell you, we got Pull Tab in here too. Pull Tab. Okay, back to the discussion here. Look at the audience you're bringing in. This is fantastic. Continue on. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I want to make sure we stay up with the chat.
Yeah. So the game's to make evergreen videos where you have a lot of viewers, not shorts. Shorts don't make any money, but videos where you have a lot of viewers and not many comments. But in the meantime, we're gonna do what we still keep doing, which is basically supporting each other. But you want to have those breakout videos, and then you want to have YouTube pick the algo. And I'm gonna tell you something too. Just because, let's say you found a niche, and every time you post a video, you're gonna get 7 to 10,000, and you only get maybe 100 comments, which is basically that's utopia in general, unless you get to the next level, right? What can happen? YouTube can also come in and say, all of a sudden, your videos don't meet certain policy, and from now on, anytime you put that type of content up, it won't be monetized. I'm not kidding. That happened to one of my right. She was actually my sister in YouTube, like sister of another mother. And I started the same time together. We got monetized the same time together. She was slapping everything on her channel, from cooking to cleaning, and she's in the medical field to stuff, everything. Everything gets few hundred views, whatever. And she does what you and I both do, right? Support each other and everybody else. She has three computers running, watching videos from everybody. She even did a trick saying, like, Uncle, I can watch it faster. You know what the trick is? Go to the little gear wheel and speed it up to 2 times to watch.
That's what I do.
I was like, okay, whatever, And then all of a sudden, one day she found her niche. All I can tell you is hygiene. Has to do with hygiene. No. One video hit like 100,000 views, right? From then on, what she did was post those videos. And then come hell or high water, a few months ago, YouTube came and said that, oh, you know what? This type of video you're posting doesn't fit our conduct and policy for content creation. You can still post it, but now it won't be monetized. She hasn't posted since because she don't make any money. I mean, she's trying now. She's coming back, posting walking videos and stuff like that. But all that stuff is gone. So just because you think you found your niche, it's all YouTube. And I have other people's channel. I have another channel that does drive. All he does is drive. And his videos are nothing special. He drives in Suriname. So if you search for driving in Suriname, there's 10,000 people driving around Suriname, right? Reason his channel got monetized, he would get like maybe 7 to 12 or 15,000 views a video, and then all of a sudden it went down to 4,000. He doesn't even know why. He didn't change anything. He didn't do anything, but it all has to do with them from YouTube, and you're going to them unless you're like PewDiePie or some other people where they're bigger than the channel, right? But everybody else, we all get what we can, and always only just to make evergreen videos. That's all I hope for every time. That's why I'm still here. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. I mean, I would be here to post my fitness, my burpees, or like if I'm going to go do a Spartan race or something like that, I would post those because that's the main reason for my channel. But for all the time and effort for me to answer all the comments, I only doing that because I thank you for watching me. But at the same time, I'm gunning for those evergreen videos, and I'm gunning for YouTube to catch the algorithm for my videos. And then I realize it's harder too because the other thing likes is a channel that's focused on one thing. And obviously my channel doing that. So I might have to rethink that. So I've been trying to figure out what I can do. Maybe I'll do a lot of other type of videos, like maybe just on cooking first, and then see if, like, for multiple months and so we catch the algorithm, because I know burpees ain't gonna do it, So I'm gonna try to do something.
1 second, we got some questions here. First and foremost, Mike, thanks for sharing. Hilda, DC, thanks for coming in. And Squirrel was a great video yesterday.
Yeah,
and thanks, Southern Sonogrown Wendy, you're awesome for sharing.
Yeah, Just a Swinging is asking what is an evergreen video.
Asked you, what is an evergreen video?
Okay, evergreen video that generates thousands, if not millions, of views with minimal comments. And also, it doesn't stop after the first week. It continuously generates views. And I have a few of those evergreen videos. They generate 20, 40 views every day, right? It just continues, it doesn't stop. And that's the reason why I went to cooking. A lot of times, like even for me, when I want to learn a recipe, I don't really go to a cookbook. I go to the YouTube and I pick on the video and watch. So those are what is considered evergreen videos. That's why I chose cooking as one of them, even though it's inundated with a lot of cooking. Because the reason is because you want people to view your videos. This sounds terrible, and I want your comments, but at the same time, I don't want your comments. All right. If you send me a comment, I will obviously take care of you. But put a watch my videos without commenting, because that way I will get the views, and that's what evergreen videos are. And so that's the goal for a lot of YouTube channels if they understand how to play the game. It's not to get more subs. I mean, heck, I can give you multiple channels with 10,000 plus subs. Every time they post a video, 20 views. What's the use of 10,000 subs or 50,000 subs when you get that views? I mean, useless.
Well, I can see the frustration because, one of the things that we want is fairness. What we want is to be fair, right? And a business wants to make money off of us. We got a sarcastic storage stacker. I watched his video yesterday, and that's an evergreen video, 163,000. He just did a 1,700 view, and then it flattened right after that big uptrend. Is that what you're talking about, Thunk?
Yes, both videos on YouTube does that. You would get an audience, almost like a short, bump up real high because of the YouTube algorithm, and there's virtually no views after that because YouTube didn't grab it, or the viewers out there didn't find it interesting. So to make an evergreen video is super hard, and there's no way to figure out when some video is going to be evergreen. For example, one of my biggest video is razor clam cleaning and cooking, right? So there's a version of razor clams that's edible, in the USA, right? Version on the East Coast, and there's a version on the West Coast. So the one that hit for me was the version on the East Coast that got like 8,000-9,000 views, and it continued to get views like nonstop. It's like a curve that just keep going up. I mean, every day I get views on that video. So obviously that was done like a year and a half ago. Obviously this year I got my hand on the Pacific version from Oregon. I made a video. I put all the SEO, everything the same on that video, and I post that video. It didn't hit evergreen. It's just stuck at where it is. But that clam video I made, when I first made it, it did the same thing. It wasn't only until 6 months later, for some reason, YouTube became an evergreen video. That's why just because you post a video now, it doesn't work. It doesn't mean that later, because a lot of my evergreen videos, it doesn't continue going. For some reason, YouTube picks it up afterwards and it grows. I mean, now I have the last few months, I have a couple videos. One is me eating Hello Kitty ramen. It's going to hit 1,000 views. I don't even know why. But every day, I mean, it started with only 200. I don't know why. It started at 200 views, but every day I keep getting more. Now it's like 800 something. No comments, 0 comments. And then
One second here. We have some great comments in the chat here. How do you get an evergreen video? Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Jeffrey Allen says that he had a video, 7.6 thousand views, 2 years and 18 comments. That's considered an evergreen, right? Okay.
If it continue, like if every day has views on it, yes.
Okay. 1 second. Thank you, AAP. Let's smash that like button, everyone. Don't forget to sign up for the premiere that's coming up at the end of next month for the 20 Ghost Peppers. I'm going through lashes. Thank you for joining. So the question we have right now is how, if you were going to suggest to anyone about these evergreen videos, give us some thoughts from your perspective about what those videos would look like and how you'd come up with the idea to do, where you'd go to find the information out about maybe this video would work well for me.
Well, what is YouTube great for? It's almost like an encyclopedia of human knowledge. I had a rant about that, right? What if YouTube is actually like a time capsule of all human knowledge, right? And so if I want to know how to pump a tire, a bicycle tire, because I'm like stupid, like the young generation now. How do you pump a tire? Like, what are they doing? They're not going to go ask their friend. They're not going to go on Google. Usually they go to YouTube or maybe Instagram. And so the first and foremost thing is you want to get videos of people asking questions, and your video provides a solution. So how-to videos, right? How-to is the easiest, right? How to do this, how to, like one of my videos that's evergreen is how to repaint a rusted gate. I didn't think it was going to do anything, but it did, right? So because people want to know how to do it. Is there other people making videos of how to paint a rusty gate that's better than mine? There's probably 10 million of them out there, but it doesn't matter. The thing is, like, if you never post a video, like if you never enter to the race, you're never going to win. So that's the reason why I post those videos of all the stupid things, because I don't know when YouTube's going to pick a video that's going to go viral or get evergreen and continue getting views, right? And so I did that. The other thing is comparisons. A lot of people like videos of comparisons, like comparing one another or trying things because they don't want to try it, but they want to know what your reaction is. So I do a lot of those kind of videos too. Anything to answer a question for people or to teach them how to do something. Those are potential or evergreens, right? Me doing 100 burpees and showing you I could do 100 burpees, that's not really going to do it. Maybe me doing a fitness routine and telling you how to do it with me, that might work. Do I look like a fitness dude? No, I don't. I don't have to look. It is not going to work. You know, so that's push as much as I can that I'm closer to the, and I'm doing this only for my own record.
Let's catch up with the chat. And by the way, this is great stuff. I hope you guys can get something out of it. If you have any more questions about the details, that's great too. The Seventh Son, thank you for joining us. I cannot tell you how great it is to have all you coming here. I can't keep up with everything. Please do smash the like. Please make sure you sign up for the premiere on my 20 Ghost Peppers. Please make sure that you go to BURPEEyoga Uncle's channel and join him. He is accessible too, but he is very short on time. So if your questions are, do your research before and ask a very specific question. That's how I found it worked. Ray Diggs Detecting, thank you. Frugal Mama, you're awesome. And any other questions here, guys? Let's ask those. We're getting a lot of going back and forth. I love that. I love that. Now, let me ask you a question. Knowing what you know right now, let's say that everyone's talking about monetization. I don't even want to hear about it again. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it for me too. I've made 3 cents. I'm already picking out the colors for my Rolls Royce. I think it's going to be, I've been had green. But if you were to suggest to anyone right now that hit that marker, what 3 things would you do? 3 things that you would do knowing what you know.
Well, the easiest thing to get, believe it or not, is 4,000 watch hours. That is like to do. literally helped a fitness channel, Africa. I think she got 2,000 watch hours in 1 month. So watch hours is super simple, and I'll tell you how to do that. The hardest thing right now is subscribers, because YouTube would actually, if you do a sub for sub kind of thingy, YouTube algorithm now is basically kicking all those out, right? So you're not gonna get, you'll get it and then you lose it, and then they'll say, oh, it's because you owe your other subscribers long time ago. They left for whatever reason is. That's why I have a lot of channels that I'm supporting now. They're stuck at 800 something. Like they would go up and go down, go up and go down, even though they do anything or not. So the hardest thing to do is subscribers, and I would suggest that you just try any avenue you can. I can't tell you illegal ones or legal ones, but do the best you can to get the subscribers. And all they gotta do is click that subscribe once. If they don't come back to your channel, it's all good, because you just need the 1,000 subscribers, right? I mean, how many channels have you seen, Johnny? 10,000 subscribers, they never come back. They come to you to visit. They want to add another subscriber, and you sub to them. They give you well, then you're done, right? So that's one thing. There's other stuff I can do, but I'll tell you in the background, and then you can figure out, Johnny, whether you want to tell other people or not, how to get subscribers without doing something without YouTube knowing. I don't want to put this on the video, because next thing you know, this video will be banned. Okay, but I'll tell you after the video. Okay, and then so for the 4,000 watch hours, it's so number one, when you I got monetized because when I first started doing my channel, I was putting up burpee videos, right, and workout videos. And so they are like anywhere from 30 minutes to freaking 2 hours, because I would do like 1,000 burpees or 2,000, well, not, or 2,000 push-ups or something like that. So invariably, my videos became long, right? And so I would have supporters that watch my whole 2-hour video, not really watching it, but running it. And so next thing you know, I got 4,000 hours really simple. Now, obviously, you're not going to do a 2-hour videos of, I don't know, whatever you're going to do. But Johnny, you try that. That's how you got to where you are, right? Because you did the run the long thing. The main thing for all you guys to do is continue putting up content that you guys have now, but do silent live streams. Silent live stream is the way to go to get watch hours, and no more than 9 hours long, because after 9 hours, sometimes it gets stuck in processing in YouTube. It never comes out. So what silent live stream is basically this. You would point your camera at something like this or whatever, or scenery or a fish tank, and on the subject, you just put down silent live stream or what that is, and leave it running for 9 hours. And then you don't have to be there. You can check the chats on your phone every now and then, running for 9 hours. Once the 9 hours is done, you process it, you leave it live in your channels, and supporters like me and Johnny would go and watch that 9-hour video. So you would not believe how many people would support you and you'll get your hours real quick. I have people telling me, oh, why don't you just run their playlist? Well, you think YouTube's stupid? So when you run after so many plays you go through, YouTube stop counting those views, and they have an algorithm for that, because they know people are running playlists. They know people are running the playlist of 15, like 10, 20, 30 videos. They know that, so it doesn't work. But if you watch a video that's 9 hours long, YouTube's not going to stop that.
1 second here. We'll catch up to the chat. AAP, thank you so much for the chat. I appreciate the anything, guys. It's going to be great. I'm gonna keep it all separate. You're going to understand what I'm going to be doing with it. It is going to be epic, and I think you all will agree. If I don't ruin it completely, you know me. I'm kind of a disaster area with a hat. So 1 second here. We have Yoga with Goga. Burpee, thanks for pushing me on the watch hour journey and even teaching me StreamYard.
Yes.
See, guys, this is who this man is. He said something to me, and I'm not going to tell you what he said because it was personal. But what he said to me shows absolute character. And what this comment from Yoga with Goga, I met Yoga with Goga probably from Unk's feed, but this comment tells you the genuine nature and the actual giving sense, because he doesn't want people to suffer through this nonsense, being falsely thought that YouTube's here to help them. Let me throw this at you guys. I'm going to throw this one thing at you. If you think that this is a friendly atmosphere. Let me throw this at you. They don't even tell you how to sub a person. Period. They don't tell you how to get watch hours. They don't give you a formula because that would mean that they're going to have to pay you more, right? That would mean more people climb up. Now, am I saying it's bad? No, I think it's a little bit malicious, but it's a business, and I'm a business guy. And if I'm running a business, I'm going to do the same thing, but I would have more partnership effort, right, with the community because I want them to grow so I make more money. Some stuff doesn't make any sense to me. Let me keep on going. Sarcastic storage stacker. Unk, I hit the magic button on your channel. Let's see if it sticks. Thank you.
Leave a comment on one of my videos. I'll for sure pick you up from there. Otherwise, I might not be able to find you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anybody
You're
leave
awesome.
a comment with a little ticket to my house, I'll always come back and return. I always do that.
Yeah, but I want to make sure we understand. You got to leave it. You got to watch at least 4 minutes. I watch 2 videos. 2 4-minute videos. I leave thumbs ups and comments, and don't put any emojis in the comments. You have to wait 2 to 3 days, guys, and it sticks 98% of the time. But if you just go back immediately because it's a fun time, you're just going to throw the time out. Let me see here. Let me see what else we got here. You're getting some really good comments in here. I'm telling you, I think we need to do a follow-up on this one if you don't mind. Yeah, Wendy says she, Southern Stone and Grown says she has a silent live tonight. I want to make sure I get, make sure we're updated here.
See if I can find you my live video and give you. I actually did not.
Thanks, Native.
I did when I got monetized. I did not run silent live streams. I did it afterwards, just as like a concept. Because let me go show you my first live stream that's 9 hours long. How much watch hours I got? Let me see this one.
Then I'm going to ask you your biggest failures on YouTube, because I have a whole bunch of them. I got legs and arms flying over the planet. In the universe, there are stars, and then there's my torso's arms and legs flying around for getting my butt kicked. Mutton Mascara, welcome. Well, he's doing this. I want to thank everyone for going in. I want to ask that you go to my premiere that's set in September 30th. It's 6 o'clock, I think. Make sure you check it. I'll be doing 20 ghost peppers. I have another trailer coming out in 2 weeks. I don't know why I said it that far in advance, but you know, that's because I don't know what I'm doing. Yes, go ahead. What were you going to show us?
Okay, so this is my first silent live stream hours. This is after I got monetized. You see 9 hours there? I don't know if you can see it.
No, I can't.
Anyways, 9 hours long, okay? So I ran this, and I'll show you my watch hours.
Hey, Gary.
So here's my watch hours since publishing. It's got 148 watch hours on a 9-hour live stream. So now do the math. If I run a 9-hour live stream for 30 days, how many hours am I going to get? You get that?
Yep.
And it all happened at the beginning because all my supporters over here, all my supporters, they went to watch nine, but out of the 9 hours, I think 3 hours was me on videos talking with people, and then they read the 6 hours. I just left it running like reloops on my burpees. But that's 148 hours. How long would it take you guys to get 100 hours video? And that's only a 9-hour live stream. And I stopped because I didn't need the watch hours, because right now, even with my channel that I have now, I'm averaging, I think.
I've got 2 questions while you're doing that.
Every 8 days, about 500 watch hours. So I don't do that. So, but for you guys that want the 4,000 watch hours, the other thing too is after you gotta do the first year because other than that, about the 365 days. So you got to keep building, because I have a lot of channels now that passed that 1 year mark. So they would gain and lose hours because they would cut the hours. So let's say your 365 days started today, but tomorrow that last year's today, all those watch hours are gone. So you got to kind of catch up. So if you're 1,000 subs already, it would behoove you to run live streams like all the time to get to 4,000. Get over the hump, and you're good to go. You know, and then the other thing too is, I probably can count like this many people that got monetized and quit YouTube because it wasn't worth the time. Like many, a lot of them are fitness channels. I can go back to them every now and then and see if they did put any new content up, and they don't. And it's so sad because they work so hard for it. Like that South African lady that did the fitness where I helped her get 2,000 watch hours. She got monetized, and then she thinks she's good to go. And then she put up a few videos and it completely bombed, and then she quit.
Question for you. I have Jeffrey Allen says, well, does it still count 1 hour watch time for every 15 minutes of a live? Have you heard that?
No, the watch hour counts how long you. I don't understand the question. You watch 15 minutes, you got 15 minutes. You don't get the 1 hour.
Okay.
I mean,
Right.
that's why when I support YouTube channels that's like 2 hours long, I watch the whole 2 hours. I can't watch 5 minutes to give the channel 2 hours. So whatever amount of time that you watch, that's what YouTube's going to give to that channel. So you can't just watch 15 minutes. I mean, you can, but then you give that channel 15 minutes. And there's literally, this is very popular in Philippines for channels that's been monetized. They literally, I don't want to say sell watch hour watching, but in a way they do that. So they have packages, like if you join their exclusive thing, they'll promise to give you 10 watch hours. And you actually calculate that. It's super simple. That's the other reason when I want to support a channel that want to be monetized, when they go and visit my channel to watch my video, and then I go back to watch theirs. Usually don't watch the most current video. I usually try to watch this video in the back. The reason is because typically the videos from the channel's older videos usually don't get watch hours and don't get views. If I go to those channels, let's say Johnny, you're not monetized yet, and you put up a video today, right? And then you went to watch yours. I wouldn't watch the video you put up today. I would watch the one that's 1 hour or whatever, like 5 days ago. Because what are the chances that you're going to get views on that video? Probably not many. That's number one. And the other thing is, if I watch 1 hour of that, you can see it on your studio that somebody watched 1 hour. So that's proof that I did watch. And I don't lie. If I watch, I watch. If I don't, I won't post. Right? If I watch the whole thing, I make sure it runs the whole thing, because there's too many liars on social media to begin with. I don't want to do that. So if I said I want to watch your 7-hour video, I ran it first. I have multiple computers.
And these are all great tips, because, I think a lot of people are running around leaving comments and not watching. Just let me throw this out at you. Tasha, Art and Adventure, another great channel. Thanks for joining. 351, thanks for dropping the links. I really appreciate that. I've got some other Ray Diggs. Gary, thanks for being in here. Growing seems, this is Sarcastic Storage Stacker. Growing seems to be like trying to fly a paper airplane in a wind tunnel. I think that's what he says. And I call it's like eating sand. 1 hour is an hour. 15 minutes is 15 minutes. Abandoned Forgotten Whales, thanks for joining. There's one other person, Samantha. Oh, Samantha Stewart, thank you for coming in. Now, we're coming in on an hour, and I would like to keep it in an hour because I can't even stand myself in an hour. So we've covered some wonderful areas here. I'd like to do a continuation. Everyone here, what I would like to do is do a follow-up to this. And what you need to do is think for a day or two, come and leave comments below on the video afterwards, and we can address those for you. Uh, when you asked me if I wanted to monetize, what did I tell you?
Yeah.
I didn't want to.
Yeah, you have a life.
Pardon me?
You have a life. You told me.
Yep. And for whatever it's worth, you've been an inspiration to me as far as leadership. Simplicity too. Factually speaking, directness, honesty, blunt force, which is the best way to learn, right? It absolutely is. So if a person today was going to start to do videos versus go out in the community, Southern Sown and Grown said something. Make sure you get out to your community and support your community, because they'll come out and support you. What do you think of that comment?
Depends on the community members. Have you seen my videos on my channel? I'm a fitness channel, right?
Right.
And if you look at all my comments, how many are fitness? Exactly. So I don't understand the reason, and it's not because I don't support them, but for some reason, within my community, they form cliques afterwards, and they support each other. And then I would see it. I was like, the XYZ channel, I used to support when they're like 20, 30. Now that they're 100 or 200, I still, and then I see they don't come back to my videos, but I see them going to other videos.
1 second. Wendy, can you restate your question about your watch hours? I want to make sure we get that question answered. See, I look at that is a really good comment, because the one thing I've seen is a whole bunch of people come out with fitness videos and no one watches them. Unless you're female, you're blonde, and it's amazing.
Schwarzenegger, you're fit, a lot of tattoos, like 0% body fat.
If fat is fit, then I got it down pat. Now, here's I shouldn't say that, but I used to be in great shape. So I'm going to ask you a question here, a conundrum that I come up with, because I see people dumping good content out without any subscribers, and they don't spend any time in the community. How is that going to work?
It doesn't. It doesn't work unless you're super famous. It never works. I've seen so many channels like that. Like they do 1,000 burpees, they get 10 views because they never visit anybody else. Because the way that the way the YouTube works for very small channels like yours and mine is we have to give out the support to get the support. Very few channels will all of a sudden get 1,000 views with nobody supporting them, unless the YouTube algorithm kicks it or some other nefarious things happen, right? But in general, we have to go out and support to get the support back. And you constantly build on that in the background, hoping that you'll find a niche for you that YouTube picks up and it goes quote unquote viral and you start getting evergreen videos. And I mean, that's the reason why I keep playing. That's why yesterday on your channel, I said the game one way, but there's another way of playing it. The other way of playing it is doing that. I'm going to continue to support everybody that comes to visit me. And then let's say you visit me, you continue to visit me for 1 or 2 months. And then the next 3-4 videos, I visit you and you don't visit me. Well, then somebody else, because I'm not getting the return. It's no love lost. It's YouTube, right? You choose not to support me. I understand maybe 1 or 2 videos you miss, but after I come back to you 3-4 times and you don't come back to me, I'll just find somebody else that's going to help me because I'm helping you. All we got is 24 hours in life, right? And this is YouTube. Nothing is real. Everything's fake. One of my favorite things to say on YouTube is do your own research, right? Don't even trust me what I'm saying. Do your own research. But at the same time, I got 24 hours. If I want to spend that time to help you grow your channel, I kind of expect the same from you helping me grow my channel. If you don't want to play the game, I don't care how long you've been a friend with me on YouTube for 2 years, whatever. You stop watching my videos, I'm sorry. I'm going to find somebody else that will watch my video because I only got 24 hours. If I got infinite amount of time, I'll go help you. But if I don't have infinite amount of time, I'm going to help the one that's going to help me until I get to evergreen, which is what I want to do. I want to get into evergreen videos. That every time, like the next video I'm posting is not burpees. I haven't posted a burpee video for like 10 days. But it doesn't matter because when I post them, I will get good views on them versus posting one every day. You know, because my channel is not built that way. I want every, because I check my video also. All my past videos don't get views on burpees.
It's interesting topic. I want to talk about that next time we get together, by the way. I would like to thank Shaz for coming in, Treasure Woman, all the people that are staying here. This is fantastic. I hope you're getting I want to thank you all for coming out. I want to make sure I get everyone. Supportive people will support you back, according to Shaz. Those asking me to support them and demand wrenches. Yep, that's, you know what? There's so much bad. I don't want a wrench. I don't want a wrench. I'll tell you, if you want me to have a wrench, you're going to offer it to me.
I never asked for one.
I don't. Yeah, I agree. Shaz, you are a blessing to so many. Stephen, thanks for joining us. Thank you, everyone. And I hope, leave some comments below. Make sure you give a thumbs up. Make sure you sign up for the premiere. The guest we have today is BURPEEyoga Uncle. And I'm going to leave his link below in the comments section. Make sure you join his channel. If nothing else, you're going to have a resource for questions. And I'm going to give you an answer on how wrong people are about YouTube. I was standing in a doctor's office one time, and I'm talking to a person with 12 years of school. And the girl, who is 12, came up to him and said, "My friend says I can't get pregnant if I have sex standing up." And the doctor says, "You're pregnant. Did you have sex standing up?" She goes, "Yes." "Okay, you're wrong. You need birth control." A lot of the information out there on YouTube with regard to how to do this, you need, like BURPEEyoga Uncle said, you need to do your own research. Number one. Number two, you need to develop a community that you're part of that will support you back. And that's what my diet and menu are going to be talking about, guys. We're going to be talking a little bit about this. Maybe Uncle wants to join in on that, because I don't believe. I go to your feed, you go to my feed. I think there's different calibers of channels that we go to. And for whatever that is, I think we have to allow a little bit different for the broadcasters that we really like. And yes, Southern Grown research. Let me see here. And continue to get views every day with no comments. I would like everyone here, if you could, just leave a comment for BURPEEyoga Uncle. I call him Unk. And thank him, if you would. Go to his feed and thank him personally for spending time with us today. And I cannot tell you enough that this was way over what I thought it was going to be. And just because you have so much information in your head, will you come join us again?
Sure, absolutely, no problem.
Yeah. And everyone here, thank you so much for joining us. We're at 53 minutes. Anything you want to add in here before you leave?
No, everybody prepare. The world is about to change in the coming months between us and China. A lot of stuff is going on. Take your head out of the sand. The world as it is now is going to change in the next few months. Prepare. I'm not even a prepper, and I'm prepping. Just stock up, because if there's one thing that you guys all should want to go check out. Go to your library and look for a book called The Accidental Superpower. It's written by a guy named Peter Zeihan. He wrote it back in 2012, I think. And it's a great read, and everything is coming true. He's a geopolitical scientist. He doesn't have a bone to pick in regards to politics. He's talking more about politics. He's talking about more how the world works. I mean, once I read the book, I understand what demographic was. I understand what is geography, and I understand energy. Before then, those are just three words to me. But by you reading a very fast read, by you reading that book, you'll understand exactly what's happening to the world right now, because everything is coming true. It's unbelievable. like I'm just, and so I kind of knew about this many years already, and I'm watching it unfold. I'm completely stunned. It's great read, fast.
And we can continue that because I know there'll be questions on that. I would like to thank 351 for your chat. Thank you so much. And guys, I cannot emphasize enough. I have memberships at $1 because I don't want your money. Everything that I earn, I have $1, $2, and I think $4.99. And I was going to do $1, $1.50, and $2 because I don't want your money. What I wanted to do is say thank you to the super chatters today, 351, AAP, as well as Warriors Heart Fishing, all great channels. I'll have each one of those guys on eventually. But one of the things that beyond that is your presence here, guys. Beyond here is your brain and your thinking about how to run this like a business. Because what Unc said, I've said a million times. You have two things that are important: your health and your time. Time is number one because you only get those 24 hours. And if you want to know a successful person, those are the people that say that exact same thing. And I have stood up in front of hundreds of people and told them that. And you would not believe how many people were dumbfounded that I said that. And they said, you're right. You're right. Shows you that you're a very wise man. And I want to thank you for coming on here. Thank you for your time, sir.
You're welcome.
Everyone, have a great Sunday. Thanks again to Burpee Yoga Uncle. This has been a thrill, I think, for everyone. The comments are off the chart. Have a great day, everyone. And be positive and do something to better your life. Always try to move forward and always think about ways to get better. Have a great day, everyone.